su amigo Obee de aquí de Eleva. Estamos aquí transmitiendo desde el estudio Town Square, adentro del Co-Create Innovation Hub. Estamos muy contentos el día de hoy. El día de hoy va a ser un podcast no diferente, pero un poco de todo. Va a ser en español, en inglés, Spanglish, porque tenemos un evento bien importante que viene el 19 de marzo a las 9 a.m. y es importante que te registres. Ya tenemos a como 15 personas registradas, queremos otras 15 más, así que vayan abajo, opriman el link y regístrense. Vamos a tener a nuestra buena amiga Karen Fernandez, que ella es de Elevate Marketing, right? ¿Es Elevate?
It's Marketing Elevation.
Marketing Elevation. Y estamos en conjunto y coordinándolo con Jim Go de ASBTDC de Tech University. Y esta universidad tiene programas accesibles al público totalmente gratis, ¿verdad? Entonces estamos facilitando esa conexión hasta buscando a gente que interprete para ustedes, para que ustedes reciban esta información importante para su negocio. Así que voy a presentar a mis invitados. Tenemos a Jim Go aquí. ¿Cómo estás? How are you?
Hola. ¿Cómo está usted?
Muy bien.
Yeah.
Tenemos a Karen Fernandez de Marketing Elevation. I'm sorry. Marketing Elevation. Y ella va a estar dando curso o workshop totalmente en español. Muchos de nosotros tenemos el ánimo para empezar negocios y quiero hacer esto y lo otro, pero hay muchas etapas y muchas cosas que debemos de considerar. Una de ellas es el marketing. Así que ahorita vamos a empezar a hablar en inglés y yo voy a tratar de decir unas cosas en español, pero lo importante es de que lleguen el 19 de marzo. Y antes de empezar, le quiero dar gracias a nuestro buen amigo Randy Wooten de Wooten Customs, que de mes a mes nos sigue patrocinando para que esto salga al aire. Cuando necesiten una remodelación o servicios a sus apartamentos o negocio, no duden en llamarle a Wooten Customs. Okay, Karen, what can people expect on the 19th? To hear from you, something. Give us a pointer. I mean, I know there's issues with businesses and why they need marketing, but what's something that you can recommend to a business watching right now?
Okay, so one of the biggest problems that I see or that I've noticed, especially in the small businesses in our comunidad hispana, is that they feel overwhelmed with social media. No saben qué hacer con sus redes sociales. Y no saben qué poner, no saben cómo ponerlo y las fotos no saben cómo guiarse. Y yo pues les voy a ayudar con eso, les voy a hablar de eso. A lot of the times you're doing it alone, but you don't have to do it alone. That's where ASBTDC comes in and helps you guys, because what people don't realize is it's completely free. It's a free resource here at Arkansas Tech University. And I think once we promote that and let the people know in our community that they're going to be more inclined to want to come in and want to use those resources. But
yeah, what you're mentioning, the first part is like basic 101 on how to post a picture, how to feel comfortable doing it. So I'm glad you're going to go over that. And then you mentioned ASBTDC Gym. So businesses can go and sign up with you guys, and what can they expect? What's something basic that the first thing that they can kind of get help with, entrepreneurs and people with, or that want to start a business?
Okay, so we're specifically in place to help small businesses either start or expand. We're paid for by federal grant and matching funds from Arkansas Tech University. So that's why we were able to offer our services free of charge, free gratis. To our clients and all. So we help them, number one, make sure that they have a feasible business idea, that they can actually make money at it. You may be the best cook in the world, but you can't put fuzzies in the bank, so to speak. So you have to have an idea that you can actually make money with and not be just a hobby. And then we actually help you write a business plan so that if you need to go borrow money from a bank or a lender, you go prepared for them to actually apply for an application and get monies for your helping your business with. We also help you get your legal identity, determine whether you want to be a sole proprietorship or whether you want to be a limited liability company. Those types of things that you may be very good at, being a welder or something, but you don't have the business background to understand what some of that is. And so you can go out and pay for these types of services, but they can be really expensive. So then our niche, if you will, is to really help small businesses, startups that can't afford a lot of expense to get going, and help you grow and become a viable long-term business.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, if someone doesn't want to be successful with this information, it's because they don't want to, because obviously the information and the services are there at free, pretty much free. So, el que esté escuchando, estos servicios son gratis. Ahí en la universidad le pueden enseñar cómo crear un plan de negocio, cómo formalizarse legalmente, etcétera, etcétera. And now all of this you mentioned, it doesn't happen in one day, right? Obviously, there's going to be some meetings and processing.
It takes that. Initially, we like to have at least a face-to-face 1 hour meeting. First, we want to make sure that we understand what type of business you're trying to start, because every business is just a little bit different. So we customized your needs according to the type of business that you're trying to start.
Yeah.
And so it's very important that we go slow at this so that you have a chance to really learn and understand, and not just, well, Jim told me to do this, so I'm going to do it. You know, you need to actually understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and that type of thing.
That's good.
Sorry. So I just wanted to confirm that this is not only for businesses that want to start, but also businesses that are already in place and either want to expand or better their business, right?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Can you get the mic a little closer? Just,
Of course.
there you go, para que te escuchemos.
And then you guys do more than just marketing. You guys do accounting and operations and things like that, right?
We can't actually do things for you. We give you the guidance. So, for instance, if I can tell you how to ride a bicycle, but you still have to ride the bicycle. Yeah. So I can tell you how to write a business plan. I give you the outline, the instructions, but it's still up to you to do that. And so being an entrepreneur, if you will, starting your own business or expanding your own business is a problem-solving mindset. So you have to be willing to solve your own problems so someone can't do it for you. So if you depended on me, say, to write your business plan, that tells me that you probably don't have the tenacity and the strength, the mind strength, because a lot of it's going to be how you think up here. And, if you don't have the strength to write a business plan and the tenacity, then you probably don't have the strength to actually start your own business. Because when I had my first restaurant, I told people, I don't own it, it owns me. It was 6.5 days a week. And you can relate to that with your business that you have, in addition to doing podcasts. You have a very successful construction business, but you can't just buy, say, a food truck and then put someone else in there to manage it for you and expect them to do as good a job as you would personally on your own business.
Yeah, definitely. I like it. You guys provide the tools, but it's the person that has to take that initiative or that like tenacity to just make it work and let's do it.
Yeah, I don't know the Spanish word for tenacity.
Tenacity. Hey, no, but that's good. Like it's kind of like I tell some of my friends, hey man, I see a lot of Anglo-speaking people learning Spanish. Are you learning English? And they're like, I'm like, come on, man, let's learn both. You know what I'm saying? So
well, people may still kind of chuckle at my Spanish because I'm sure it sounds terrible. But I'm soy estudiante.
There you go, soy estudiante. Man. So Karen, I'm really excited for you. When I saw that you launched as your own marketing brand, that's tenacity, that's entrepreneurship. That's like, you know what? Let's go out there and find out what I can do. So how do you feel right now that you've branched out on your own and then you just finished college and everything? You have some experience.
Yeah. I feel accomplished. I feel like I'm finally doing something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I mean, it's scary. There's a lot of uncertainties, and I'm just like, I don't know where this is going to take me. But something that I've learned is that I have to go out and get clients. Like, they're not going to come to me. And it refers a lot to what you said about you can help and guide somebody to do the business strategy, but you can't do it for them. And so I resonate with that because clients aren't just going to come to me. I'm going to have to go and find them myself and promote myself as a brand. And so I'm really excited to see where this is going to take me. But I feel like I've already accomplished so much. And one of them being a Latina entrepreneur, orgullosamente mexicana, coming from 2 immigrant parents. Like, this means a lot, knowing that I'm also going to be able to help businesses in the Hispanic community, you know? And so I'm super excited. And I just want to preface like why this workshop is so important. And it's because like we're breaking down the simple terms of marketing. And when you think of marketing, you just think social media, but it's way more than that. It's learning your demographics. It's learning your audience, trying to solve actual real life problems that these businesses are going through, you know? And it's not going to be nothing complicated, nothing overwhelming, useful information that these businesses can go out and use that same day.
That's awesome. Well, I'm very proud of you. I mean, I've known you for a few years now, and you know, even with we had a podcast about your health, and twice,
Yeah.
and that didn't discourage you. You kept going, like you kept fighting, and then with for your daughter, and then now you finished school. So I'm really happy. I mean, God only knows what you're going to accomplish pretty soon. I mean, you've had some roadblocks, and you just kind of, I'm just going to jump them over. So I'm really proud of you, and I can see you doing a lot this year. Now, Jim, you have experience. You've been around. What's something that you can, some advice you can give Karen?
Karen? Well, first off, I'm very proud of her too. She's a very strong woman. So she has really paid a lot of dues to get where she's at. And so keeping that mindset, realizing that it's going to be difficult. If it wasn't difficult, then everybody would have their own business. And so just keeping that in mind, because there's going to be so many challenges that you'll think, oh, maybe I just can't do this. But that persistence that keeps going on, just keep on trying, doing things. So it's like if you're planting a garden and you put seeds in the garden, not everything you plant comes up. But then the things that do come up are going to be excellent and well worth the effort that you spent planting the garden. You're going to get some good fresh corn on the cob right off the stalks. Nothing like that.
I think one of the main key points about that analogy is like you have to water the garden. You have to water the plants for them to grow and bloom. And that's what we're doing right now, you know? And that's what I want to do for other businesses in our community. And I'm just really excited, you know, I'm excited for this workshop. I'm excited to see familiar faces in the community that I've already like done work for and collaborated with. And it's just like, that's what we have to do, unite with one another and just keep pushing each other forward.
And this is one in the first of a series that we intend to do, depending on our participation in this one. So we've got approximately 10 people signed up for this course so far. And so based on how successful this one is as to whether or not we can actually put on additional ones. So we need everybody in the community to help come participate in this so that we know that this is really something that the community wants, that it's not something we think that they want, but they demonstrate to us that this is what you would like to have, this access, this availability, this teaching and training. Even if you don't want to start your own business, it's still interesting to know about things. I mean, learn everything you can. You may not want to ride motorcycles, but you need to know how to operate one. And that's right. Just learning can be a wonderful experience. It helps your self-confidence, helps your self-esteem. Just the more you learn, the better. So always learn something, at least one thing every day. So then you'll know 365 things that you didn't know at the first of the year.
Yeah, I tell my kids, readers are leaders.
Absolutely.
And these guys have books. I mean, I have to do audio because like I forget the first book, but these guys are just, I'm like, man, that's great that they got onto reading. But como está diciendo Jim, es importante que vengan el 19 de marzo a las 9:30 a.m. en Tech University. La información va a estar abajo en la descripción. ¿Por qué? Porque también nos ayuda a nosotros saber las necesidades de ustedes. Queremos hacer una serie de eventos donde va a haber diferentes tópicos. Entonces, vengan, platiquen con nosotros y así nos podemos dar cuenta qué es lo que necesitan, no solamente por la Asociación de Tech, pero también aquí inclusivemente en el Co-Create Innovation Hub Inc., donde también soy director de emprendimiento hispano. Entonces, vamos a estar facilitando eventos como su LLC, marqueteo, cosas legales. Entonces, como comunidad, todos vamos a estar trabajando para traer lo mejor a ustedes. Así que no se les olvide el 19 de marzo. I had to do the whole thing in Spanish for someone watching, but I love doing it. I mean, since we started doing this in Spanish, it's really opened the door to kind of bring some knowledge to the community. My hope was always there's a lot of stuff out there, politics, negativity, news, clickbait. What I wanted to bring to the community is people that look like us, that are successful, that are bringing information, bringing community highlights, professionalism, and then bringing other people that are collabing with the community. So we've been blessed these last few years just bringing people out here, and I've interviewed an ambassador, and so it's pretty cool, to be doing this with you guys. So I don't know, just want to throw that out there.
Hey, we hope you're enjoying this episode of the Town Square Podcast. We couldn't do this without our supporters. This episode is brought to you by Rubio Accounting, Wooten Customs, Jonathan Fontes. All right, let's get back to the episode.
Out there.
Thank you, Obee.
Thank you for allowing me to be present. Yeah.
No, thank you. And thank you for your willingness too. I mean, hey, when I met you, you're like, hey, hablo español. Okay, cool. I mean, thank God I learned Spanish through my parents. And then I kind of had to improve because it was a little choppy too.
I'm improving.
Yeah, so I mean, I was born in East LA, so I have that like Chicano, we call it Sheriff's Pochos kind of thing. But I would say my Spanish is pretty good. I had to practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah. So, we have a few weeks.
I wanted to say that, and it kind of ties back with the Hispanic community, how sometimes there's a language barrier or lack of information. And I just want to preface like this workshop in ASBTDC is here to help with that, they're going to remove that barrier. And I think that's one of like the greatest things about this workshop is to allow these Hispanic community or people in the Hispanic community be like, hey, this is specifically for me, for a person like me, an average person that wants to open up a business or has a business and needs help or just wants to expand their business. And so that's the mission for this workshop, is just to allow you guys to come and experience that at Arkansas Tech University. A lot of our parents also never step foot in a college, university, and I think that's very special. And to them, it's like a huge accomplishment for them to even be in a place like that. And I think we're not just giving them free resources, but we're also giving them an experience that they never had.
Oh, that's great. No, that's a good way of seeing it. I mean, it's true. It's true. There's always I wish my kids go to college, or I wonder how it is in there. Ahorita es la oportunidad. A ver cómo está adentro. I know that the office is moving, right?
Yes.
So what hall is it going to be in?
Oh, going forward, we'll be in the Doc Bryan building, which is directly across the street from the Coliseum.
Okay.
The big arena.
Okay. And will this still be in the second floor?
Yes. Yeah, still be in room 242.
Okay. So
and we'll have some signing.
The left side. Okay.
Yeah, we'll make sure that it's well signed. So
It's Doc Bryan, you said?
Doc Bryan, yeah.
Ok, entonces para los que vayan este día, el 19 de marzo a las 9:30 a.m., lleguen temprano como a las 9:15, regístrense. Va a estar directamente enfrente del coliseo de basketball, right? Basketball still?
Yes.
Y se llama Doc Bryan. Y va a haber signs para que no se pierdan. Y es completamente gratis. Ya tenemos más de 10 personas registradas. Queremos el doble para que vayan y aprendan algo de Karen ese día. Y va a estar ahí también Jen, voy a estar ahí yo. Y vamos a dar información para todos ustedes. Now, usually there's a little part where I kind of ask you guys a little bit about you guys. I know Jim has an incredible background. You can touch. I know Walmart. Then you mentioned you had a restaurant. What kind of restaurant was it?
Oh, okay. Well, it was a restaurant on the square in Bentonville. It was 2 doors over from the Walmart museum up there.
Okay.
It was a little mom and pop place. So we had hamburgers, but we also had plate lunches. It was just 60 seats, so it was not a large place and all. So we did that for about 2.5 years. That was my wife's dream. She always wanted her own restaurant. Yeah. And so that one just worked us to death. Like I said, I said it owed us. So I didn't do that one smart, which also helps me help with other businesses because I made some mistakes. I put every penny I had into that one, and so I had trouble paying my home bills, my car payments, my house and stuff. So I learned a lot from that experience by doing it. Yeah, but what I can do then is help save somebody else from making some of the same mistakes I made. More recently, I had another restaurant here in Russellville. It was called Judy's Casual Class, and that was my wife's true dream. She had quiche and stuffed tomatoes and things that you don't find in most restaurants here. And she did that about 2.5 years. I was working for Walmart at the time, so the first restaurant, she and I did that together. I left Walmart and we did it together. And so this last one, I continued to work and help support, the restaurant while she was getting established. But I was transferred to California, went to Vacaville, California, near San Francisco, between Sacramento and San Francisco. Worked out there 2.5 years. And then when I came back, her health was bad enough that she couldn't continue with that. And then I actually lost her 2 years ago. So, but she got a chance to do her dream, and not everybody gets a shot at their dream. So I was really grateful for that. I worked for Walmart a total of 34 years, worked 7 years, left and did the first restaurant and came back and completed time. I have a background in law enforcement. I was a Russellville police officer for 6 years, a detective. And then I worked as a special investigator for the prosecuting attorney's office for 2.5 years. Went to Walmart initially as the company corporate polygraph examiner and did special investigations. And then throughout that career, I did insurance investigations. In the last 15 years, I was a regional compliance manager. So I looked at the proper disposal of hazardous waste, food safety, those types of things and all. So that's given me a background to help small businesses now. Went to night school, worked 55 hours a week, like she did, and went to night school, took vacation days to write term papers and study for tests, and got the MBA. My undergrad, I actually went to Tech, so I've got a degree in fisheries and wildlife management. So I kind of came a long way from there. So that's another thing about, learn everything you can, because you never know where your life is going to take you. And you decide that you want to be a dentist, and then you find out after you went to school you hate being a dentist. So you go do something else, but just always, anything you learn will be helpful to you at some point in your life.
And I think that's exactly what you're doing. You have so much knowledge about all types of areas of workforce. And I think that also helps you be able to help all types of clients and businesses that come to you for help. And I think that's really impressive.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. And I genuinely want to help. I could make a lot more money doing something else. I mean, I'm not doing it for free, so it's not a complete hobby. But I could go, back into the corporate world. But I genuinely, it's almost like a mission. I'm not a pastor, but in a way, it's about helping people.
No,
genuinely helping.
Yeah, and that's great you say that, because with your background and everything, some people can just have a title, but you have like the experience to kind of back it up. So it's kind of like, I'm probably going to be calling you all the time now. Hey, Jim, what do you think?
I've made a lot of mistakes in life. And so that's what you really learn from is making mistakes. You got to fall off the bicycle several times before you get good at riding it.
That's true. Well, I know this date's going to come soon. If you're watching, guys, we have this event at Arkansas State University through the ASBTDC program. We're bringing in Karen Fernandez to give you guys a marketing workshop completely in Spanish, and so come out, register. It's gonna be we're gonna have a great time there. I've been there before, and there's big screens, and it's pretty cool. And you get a chance to walk around the campus, just check things out. And a lot of people, I thought that was a great idea to just bring it to the college to give that experience to some of the parents, some people that have never stepped. They've probably heard about a college and education and bettering yourself, but parents, some of them, they've sacrificed, themselves to work hard so that their kids can live that dream or go to college and become someone. So I think it's a great opportunity for the community to come out and keep coming out to take advantage.
Y te quiero decir, no necesitan tener experiencia, no necesitan tener todo perfecto. Están invitados a hablar en español y va a ser un lugar cómodo donde ustedes pueden preguntar preguntas y aprender un poquito más. Vamos a hablar de cómo identificar su cliente ideal, cómo usar Canva, cómo ser constante en sus redes sociales y solamente los conceptos básicos de marketing y cómo pueden usar eso para su negocio. So, yo estoy muy feliz de hacer esto y emocionada de verlos ahí. So los invitamos otra vez.
Yeah. And before I ask you guys where you guys can be found, your social media tags and everything, is there something each of you want to add or a message to the community, anybody watching? This is like our call to action time. This is your camera to just kind of go out there and just a message to someone,
Yeah, for me, I really need the community to show me that this is what they want. So I need community participation. Even if you are not planning on starting a small business, come and participate with us, be part of the group.
Yeah.
We'll have introductions, of course, and then the formal presentation and then the traditional question and answer time period. But we've also set aside about 30 minutes after the event for people to actually talk with one another and to network or to do those kinds of things. So we want to invite anybody to come. 'Cause it's a business meeting. So if we have children, then we need the children to realize it's a business decision.
Yeah.
I don't want to discourage children, but if you bring children, of course, then they could be potentially disruptive. And so consider that possibility. Yeah.
Okay.
And I love children, so I'm not trying to say don't bring your kids, but it's hard for them to sit still for an hour and a half or whatever.
So preferably
children being children.
Preferably just the adults, get a nanny maybe. I think they'll be in school though. It's a Thursday. Or unless they're off track. Are they off track that week?
No, not that
spring break.
Yeah, they should be in school. Okay. Yeah, but abuela.
La abuela. There you go. Oh yeah, my abuela is in California, and then my other abuela here works. So
my toddler right now is con su abuela.
Start booking the abuela right now. So that's great. Yeah, como dice Jim, vengan, apoyen. Él necesita ver que si es necesario esto en nuestra comunidad, y sí lo es, y vamos a hacer el puente para que ustedes puedan ir al colegio ahí y recibir estos servicios que son totalmente gratis. So, and how about you, Karen? You got any message?
Yeah, I was just going to say que mi meta es que nuestra comunidad hispana tengan acceso a esta información porque es muy importante y las oportunidades que pueden tener en venir aquí, conocer a otros negocios, hablar, platicar. Es una oportunidad grande y pues yo les quiero decir que están más que invitados a venir aquí, apoyarnos a nosotros, pero también a cada uno de ustedes. So.
Perfecto. And where can they find you? What are your...
So, me pueden encontrar en Facebook, Instagram, como Marketing Elevation LLC. Y también tengo an email, it's marketingelevation@outlook.com. Y or just my phone number, which a lot of people have been reaching out through my Facebook messages or just reaching out through phone. And so, or just whenever you see me out, just wave me down.
Yeah, well, you guys, si están viendo, and if you're watching, definitely reach out to Karen. She's been part of Town Square Studio and Eleva early on, helping us out with marketing and social media stuff. So she definitely has experience. So give her a call and set up a consultation.
Yes, free consultation.
Free
consultation. And
but if you cancel, she's going to charge you.
no. But yes, and that's something that we need to also, I think, emphasize is that people, when they want to do these things, they're like, oh, no va a costar dinero, es muy caro, pero Jim no cuesta nada. He's free, like you just go in there, talk to him just how we're talking to each other. Like, no tengan miedo, él es muy amable, very simpático.
Yeah, he's a very approachable.
Oh, well,
I mean, you're very approachable. I mean, you're just easygoing, so that's cool. That's kind of like what I mentioned in the beginning, like with the Hispanic community, transparency and trust. And then people, we'll come and then just be like, okay, let's take advantage of this. So Jim,
you might have to tell me ahead of time you're coming so I can be sure to have it. I know Obee are carrying with me, but my Spanish is not good.
Yeah, but we're working on this. Estamos trabajando en eso para cuando hagan una cita. I'm sure Jim will reach out when someone reaches out that needs, or let us know and we'll facilitate the meeting. We'll figure it out. I know we're in early stages of making this happen, but by the looks of it, it's going good. We have a good communication, and it's just it's like you said, like a mission. It's a mission that we have for the betterment of our community. So with that and God, I think we're good. So Jim, where can we find? Actually, tell us what ASBTDC stands for.
Okay, it stands for Arkansas Small Business Technology and Development Center.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tongue twister.
All right, Arkansas
Small Business Technology and Development Center.
Okay.
Yeah. So in most states, it's just Small Business Development Center, but within Arkansas, we have a special group at Little Rock that specializes in technology. And what we're talking about there is engineering and science, medical research, and those kinds of things. So they're specifically working with those types of businesses. Where in my area, even though that's part of our title, we're normally not working with those types of businesses here. We have specialists in Little Rock.
Like I said before, I would like to do a small video on how to, like a little tour, but just how to get to the place before the workshop starts, so people know exactly where to go and they're not out here looking like a lost puppy, like, oh, where do I go? I think that would be
That's an idea.
I think that'll be fun.
I usually send a map, but a video would be nice. Yeah.
I'm more of a visualizer.
It'd be like, this is how you
I
get
need
to the building. We could probably stand in the corner where Whataburger is, hand of the college, and walk through the park,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that's
just let us know.
Great idea. Yeah.
Something to do. See, that's creativity, creative, just being creative. That's where it starts,
It's not that hard, like we were all creative. And I think when we were young, and then once we kind of grow up, we get balled into this little, do you know what I'm saying?
Like a little box.
Yeah, we get boxed and then we stop being creative. But I think it's one of the best things that as humans we can use, our creativity. Our mind is very powerful.
Yeah, definitely. So, Jim, the organization has Facebook, website. If anybody wants to get in touch, where can they find you?
Well, probably the easiest way for them is to go to the Arkansas Tech website. Just put in Arkansas Tech and you'll see a screen. And there over on the top right-hand side, there's letters that say A to Z. And so if you click on those letters, you'll see an alphabetical sequence of links that show the different departments at Tech. And so ours is going to be in the A group, which is right up at the top. Mm-hmm. And so you can scroll down and find Arkansas Small Business Technology. It's the ASBTDC there. But when you click on that, then that'll take you to a website. It gives you biographic information about myself and my other business counselor, gives you links to not only training events that we're going to do in person, but also videos that you can access that are produced by the Little Rock Center about different aspects of business and all. So that's probably our best tool.
Okay.
I can give you my phone number, but again, my Spanish is not good. So depending on when you call as to whether I could help you or not. Just in case.
Mm-hmm.
I don't call myself often enough. I've got to fudge here a little bit and get the number out. So my phone number is 479-356-2067.
And that's also on the because I looked it up, I searched it up, and that also comes up on here.
Okay. ¿Cuál es el número en español?
479-356-2067.
Yeah. Entonces, ustedes hablen and I'm telling the call and then we'll figure it out. Hey, you know what? Let me get your número. Obee call you back or Karen. You know, we want to help or someone else that we kind of come across that wants to volunteer and help. So, si están viendo y quieren enrolarse en lo que estamos haciendo aquí en el Co-Create Innovation Hub Inc. Y con Tech y con Karen y su compañía, háblenos también, pónganos un mensaje and we'll get you to the right person. So, that's all for me. Do you guys have anything else you guys might want to add?
No, I think we covered it all. Yeah. And then we're going to have more information, more in-depth information about how to actually utilize this information in the event. So be
Awesome.
there.
Así que vengan este 19 de marzo a las 9:30 en Arkansas Tech University. What was the hall's name?
Oh, Doc.
Doc.
It's spelled D-O-C.
DLC.
Bryan, B-R-Y-A-N.
Doc Bryan, enfrente del estadio de básquetbol. Y vamos a hacer un video para que ustedes puedan mirar y quiero que se llene el lugar para que la organización ahí mire que si estamos en serio de recibir esos recursos y también para que vengan a apoyar a Karen que va a dar el discurso de marketing y también apoyar su negocio. Así que gracias por estar con nosotros el día de hoy aquí en Eleva. Se cuidan y nos vemos hasta la próxima.
Adiós.